Okay. Grand Rising, everyone. Peace and love. TiaraSharde here. It is time for the divine message for the collective. It is Tuesday, April 2nd, 2019. I hope all is well and you're having a fabulous day thus far. Shout outs to my old subscribers. Y'all have been rocking with me for the past 2 years. Shout outs to my new subscribers. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the channel. Welcome to my life where I tell on myself. I completely tell on myself in these videos. And I thank you so much for supporting me. Hey, peace and love. For those who are joining in the building, make sure you give these videos a thumbs up. Hey, peace, Darren. Peace, Ida. Grand Rising. Make sure you give these videos a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. It helps other people receive these messages, okay? For those of you who are watching these live sessions, you're playing them back, make sure you're hitting the little paragraph at the bottom. It could be at the bottom or the top of your screen so that you can see the live chat, okay, when you play these videos back. As you guys know, the link to my website is in the description box. Hey, peace and love, Crystal. How you doing? So you can schedule a private session with me. Many of you guys already know. You've been watching the Divine Message for the Collective for several months now. You already know that these energies move around a bit. It may not resonate with everybody. This is for millions of people. So I may not get it right all the time. So take what resonates, leave the rest. It belongs to somebody else, okay? Don't try to make any of these messages fit. Any of these messages, anything that you hear outside of our private or our chats here, make sure you're using your own discernment and inner guidance, okay? I do leave that in the description box as well. I really want to encourage us to tap into our own wisdom. And if you need something, you need to hear something, I am here for you, okay? So yeah, so the links to my website are there. Just so you guys know, if you refer 2 people to me, you get $15 off of any service. The manifestation ritual, though, does require a consultation to make sure I'm in alignment with manifesting what you want. I am a master manifester. Many of you guys know that. My life path is 22. I'm a Libra sun, Pisces moon, Virgo rising. I am able to create very well. So I was inspired to do this for people. And because they work so well, my manifestation rituals, I'm very discerning, very, very, very discerning about it. I've had to turn down some people, and I really want to make that clear, okay? It's not about the money. It's always about integrity, a sound code of ethics with me, okay? And I encourage you all to do that as well, okay? Divine Message for the Collective, Monday through Friday. Every single Friday, we give you your weekend forecast so you know what to expect. Yesterday, you guys, I dropped the air sign and the fire sign romance videos for April 1st to the 15th. I was unable to finish the other 2 videos, but I will be doing that after this live video. Okay, I usually like a half an hour to like meditate, get my levels right, and then I go back and I give the messages for those zodiac signs that I missed yesterday, okay? So stay tuned for that. Let's get into it, all right? Shall we? Thank you guys for joining me. I have 4 people in the room. Let me get 4 thumbs up, please, and thank you. So with this message, my beautiful people, there was a situation where you were needing to make a decision on something. And we've been talking about that for the past couple weeks. I feel like for the past couple months, we have been talking about a decision that's needing to be made now that you've come to some sort of awakening, or you reawakened, or you had some sort of epiphany, an evolution, transformation. Information even could have came into your life and you were needing to make a decision. We spoke about that last week. I feel like we spoke about that over the weekend edition, where you're at a crossroads. I even saw, what I saw was a woman at a crossroads. Many of you are at that point. You know, some of you are at the point of staying exactly where you are, staying stagnant and going forward on something that you really kind of can bet money on. And you know that. You kind of know that it's a solid opportunity. It's a solid thing, solid job, partnership, whatever it is. You know that it's solid, but you've been resisting the change. Okay, we talked about that. So for today's message, and like I said, you know, or I've been saying in these videos, this could have already happened, is happening, or it will happen in the future, or it may not resonate with you all, okay? But I feel like for many of you, you just had an experience where there was some sort of argument, falling out, some static, disagreements. Doesn't have to be something major and serious. I don't necessarily feel like this came to blows. I mean, it could, but what I'm really picking up on is it was an argument. It was a disagreement. Something like that. And you either parted ways from this person, you took a break from this person or people or things or whatever your situation is, and you kind of got your mind right. You know, there is a sense of judgment, justice being made here, like a gavel dropping. We talked about that last week. If I can locate which video that was, I will link it in the description box so you guys can watch that, okay? But we talked about that last week. A decision has been made, a gavel has been dropped. And because of that decision that you made, now all this other shit comes in. A bunch of good shit, okay? So let's back up. Let's take a look at it. So for some of you, say this is a love offer. Somebody asked you out. Somebody wants to be with you, okay? For some of you, you decided, all right, yeah, I want to be with you. But then something else came in the way. So we talked about this yesterday. We talked about this over the weekend. This could be a child. Like we say, you know, in tarot, if you guys study tarot, there's this saying like third party situation. There's a third party here. It could be a child. It could be a job. Somebody works too much. Somebody is trying to partner with 3 or more people. Someone is wanting something, but there's somebody in the way. We talked about that yesterday. If it's money, there's just somebody in the way. It could be your boss. They have to approve a promotion. They have to do something for you to get your money, your recognition, your love, whatever it is, okay? That's there. That's there. So some of you are having thoughts about a relationship or partnership because there's a third situation, third person, place, thing that's in between it. So you had to take some time to think about this. Now, if this is a group thing, it's that. It could be too many cooks in the pot. It could be, you know, we talked about this in the fire sign romance video. If you guys are dealing with children, it could be a child situation. Say you're dating someone and they have children, you have children, y'all both have children. Children are an element here again. Something that has to do with that child is coming in between your relationship. Maybe you're starting a reunion with somebody and their child is just kind of bad, or you know, they have behavioral issues. I used bad in quotes because that is subjective. You know, I really don't think children are bad. Children just go through bad situations. Children have bad parents. Children have bad environments. A child is not inherently bad. I don't believe in that. But so yeah, there's some element there, you guys. And I feel like some of you had to take time to think about if you really wanted something. So if this is a career, you had to think about, do I want this? Is this in alignment with my morals, my code of ethics? Is this what I've always dreamed about? Can I flourish here? Can I be my best self in this environment? Wow, Darren, that's amazing. Ooh, I recommend that. That's powerful, powerful magic. And I say it like that because, you know, whatever. But that's powerful, Darren. So some of you had a depressive state. You had to really think about some things. Some of you decided, no, I don't want to move forward with this romantic relationship. Some of you are deciding, yeah, you know what? It's actually worth the hard work. If it's business, some of you are like, yo, I don't even want this stupid promotion. If I got to go through this person is an asshole, or this person doesn't see things the way I see it. There's an element there. Some of you are like, nah, I don't really want to date this person because our children don't get along, or I'm losing money, I'm losing sleep, I'm losing self-esteem. My self-esteem is at risk if I move forward with this. There's something there, you all, and you're on point. Most of you, what I'm tapping into, you're on point with your intuition. So if you have a situation where you're like, I don't know what to do. This doesn't necessarily feel right. It's because it's not quite right. And that doesn't mean that it won't ever be right. That just means right now there's something that you need to look at as it pertains to this situation, whatever situation you're in. All right. It could be that the contract needs to be adjusted. It could be that somebody misunderstood what you said. So now they're basing all these interactions off of something that they thought was said and not the actual truth. So now you're going to have to come in and rearrange things or clarify. There's something here where you're going to have to not necessarily double back, but kind of look at it again. Take a step back and look at it. Look at yourself. Really, you know, I always say take responsibility for yourself. It's never, ever, 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 ever what the other person does or says. It's only and always about what you do and say. You're in control of that. So for some of you, you're like, nope, this doesn't feel good. Boom, done. Or yeah, something's not right. Let me fix it. Or let me fix how I view it, my perception of things. So some of you are going to be doing that. Others of you are going to be using your wisdom. So, all right. So for those of you who are using your wisdom to make a decision, you're on point. Your intuition's on point. The situation actually wasn't for your highest good. Other people weren't on the same page as you. All right. For others, you're using your intuition. You're on point, but you're needing to tweak you. Okay. So I don't know who that resonates with, and what I mean, like you're needing to tweak you, like, okay, yeah, the situation's a little shaky. You're right. Your intuition's on point. However, you do have to take some of the responsibility for how things have gone up until this point and how to move forward. Okay. So for some of you, yes, abandon a situation, leave it where it's at. And you know what situation it is. For others of you, yeah, the situation's a little funky, but it's like that because there's a need for you to address something. There's a need for you to take another look at maybe your approach. Okay. Not to say all the blame is on you, but let's be responsible for how we show up in the world. And I don't know what your situation is. It doesn't have to be anything diabolical. It could just be you had an attitude that day. You know, you had a rough day. You had a slow leak in your tire and you had to go to this event and now you in a funky ass mood and everything everybody says to you doesn't really sound right because of that. So for some of you, if that's you, you're kind of needing to tweak how you view things, how you say things, how you show up. All right. So that's that. So others of you, you made a decision on something, whether this is love, career, family, travel, whatever the situation pertains to. You made a decision and you were on point with it. You made a decision to cut something out. We spoke about that yesterday. We spoke about that over the weekend too. You made a decision to cut something out of your life and you were on point. Because you did that, and it was due to conflict, it was due to some sort of static, either within yourself, you couldn't come to terms within yourself about a certain thing, or this could be with the actual people or a person. So you made a decision to cut something out because of conflict, and you are on point. Because you decided to part ways with that, you're getting a gift. All right. Excuse me. We spoke about this yesterday, how I don't like to think of it as God testing us, as the universe testing us. I don't think we're like, I don't think we're something to play with. I don't think the universe plays with us in that way. But I do, and what I said yesterday, make sure you guys are watching yesterday's video. If this resonates with you even a little bit, watch yesterday's video, okay? What I was saying is there are energies and entities on each level. I know that to be true. I actually know that. I've seen this, okay? There are entities and energies on each level up, each level down. They're waiting for you. They're like the toll man. This is what I likened them to yesterday. They're like the toll guy. They're going to get your toll. They're going to test you. They're going to check you. And why they do that is because they don't have enough vibration. They don't have enough power to get to the next level. But if they can siphon some of yours, then they could get up just a little bit. and you could get down. It's like they can stand on your shoulders now. They took some of your energy, some of your power. Now they could be where you was about to go, but you got to step down now because you allowed yourself to be taken in that way. You allowed yourself to be compromised in that way. And it happens to all of us. This is Planet Learn a Lot. All right. We learn the lesson. We get it. We mess up. We learn the lesson again. And sometimes we get it right. Look, this is what we're here for. It's all a journey about self-mastery. I did a post on my Instagram page yesterday for my hashtag Ascension is the motive. Growth is the motive. Forward, onward movement. That's what we're here for. Self-mastery, learning who we are, helping each other, loving ourselves, loving the planet. This is all why we're here. So I feel like for some of you, you are at that point where it's like, entities and energies are trying to get you. And that's not to create a fear state. That's just a reminder that you a big deal out here. And if you wasn't anybody to play with, people wouldn't try to play with you. They wouldn't try to take what you have. These energies and entities, they wouldn't try to siphon your power from you if you weren't a big deal out here. So I need you to see who you are. I say this a lot. Recognize your own divinity. And know that every single step up, there's going to be somebody, something, some creature. And like I said, I've seen the shit. I've seen it. Okay? It's nothing to play with. They're at that level to kind of get you, to get some of your energy, to get some of your power. So many of you are understanding that. You see that. Others of you, you're not quite aware. You just know that every time you try to level up, somebody or something always comes in. There's some resistance. There's some sort of static. But I feel like many of you have or will or are, if you resonate with this, you're making a decision to cut it out, to like stop that. You're like, nah, I'm not even about that, sir. Like, nope, that's it. Or some of you be like, yeah, I love you, but I just can't partner with you. I agree with this, but I don't agree with that. So therefore, this is my decision. And many of you, you're sticking to your guns. Ooh, we talked about that last week, that some of you are going to be tested and tried by one or more people, and you have an opportunity to stick to your guns. And I feel like many of you have, many of you will. And it's all about integrity. It's all about your personal set of ethics and morals. And some of you may compromise those. Some of you aren't. What I'm tapping into is those of you who refuse to compromise your own set of morals. And because you've made that decision, you have clarity on a situation. Because you have that clarity and you made that decision, you get abundance now. You get gifts. You get rewarded. Because it was like, yo, you actually recognized a situation that wasn't for your highest good. You recognized it like that. And you did not compromise who you are. And therefore, here you go. Now you have an opportunity to partner with people. If this is a person situation, you have an opportunity to partner with people who see you for who you are and who are riding with you and your vision for things. All right. Definitely this energy, if you guys study the tarot, this energy is the Judgment card. It's the Magician card. It's the Three of Wands card. It's the World card. That's this. It's straight up gifts, abundance, cycles coming, ending and coming back around for you to have this opportunity. So if this is love, because you decided, hey, I don't like that. This is not the type of relationship I want. I respectfully refuse this relationship. I'm checking out of it. Because you did that, now you're calling in someone who's better able to love you. Please don't think this is a game. This is real, okay? Just because of that. So some of you say you were in an abusive relationship. Man or woman, doesn't matter. You know, men and women get abused. Domestic violence is not gender specific. Nobody's safe. So for some of y'all who have been through situations like that, because you decided to cut ties with that situation, now you have an opportunity to love again with somebody who's not going to beat your ass. And I say that from someone who's been through that. So please don't let that kind of cynical tone deter you. It's because I know what it is and I really want to keep it funky with you. So no disrespect when I say that, okay? But you're deciding, I don't like that. I don't want people to just argue with me and tell me I'm stupid every day. And because you decided to cut that shit out, You have an opportunity for new people to come in, better people that are more in alignment with who you are now, not the old you. Because you changed, you transformed, you evolved. Ascension was the motive for you. You're like, nah, it's all about self-mastery. I take the hits. I learned the lesson. I got the t-shirt. I did the research. I talked to people about it. I'm in a support group. You know what I'm saying? I have counseling sessions just off of the shit. And now I realize that I want something else. And that I actually deserve something else. And now I'm going to go for it. And because of that, you guys, oh my God, because you're taking your power back, you get more. You get more. So let's talk about the more. Let's talk about the more, okay? Money. Money's here. So if this was a business partnership, if this was a job and you're like, yo, they're taking advantage of me, I don't like this. You stood up for what you believe in. Now you're going to have another job opportunity. Somebody's going to be like, or even like a side hustle, an opportunity for a side hustle. Hey, spiritual earth being, how are you, beautiful? Yes, it's all about, look, money. It's important. You know, over a year ago, I had to come to the realization that actually money isn't bad. And being a spiritual practitioner and charging for my services actually isn't bad. It's actually what I'm supposed to be doing. So many of you are realizing, oh, I can actually have spirituality and wealth. I could have romantic love and respect. I can have them at the same damn time. So some of you are realizing that and you're getting that. So it's coming in the form of money. It's coming in the form of love. It's coming in the form of people who can relate to you. It's coming in the form of your voice actually being heard because you stuck to your guns. You stuck to what you believe in. And in this time and space, especially when everybody is being pulled in many different directions and there's so many puppets around here, for you to stick to your guns and do what you believe in is a big deal. Not everybody is built that tough. So if you resonate with this message, give yourself a pat on the back. Take yourself out to eat. I don't know. Get a mani and petty. Get a masseuse session on Groupon. You deserve it. Plan next year's vacation. All right, because you did that. You did it. So celebrate that. Celebrate it. Speaking of travel, yeah, travel's on the horizon for many of y'all as well. Some of you are going to be paid to travel. I don't know who that relates to. For the past couple months, I've been talking about some sort of celebrity out here in these streets. Hey, Elizabeth. Ooh, as an herbalist and CBD specialist. I know that's right. I absolutely love that. I'm actually researching that now, Elizabeth. That's amazing. Definitely many of you are stars in your own right on whatever level that means to you. You're a star. You inspire somebody. And I think, speaking of, you know, what's going on, to inspire somebody is one of the greatest things a human being can ever do. I think that was Nipsey Hussle. You know, may he live in light for all eternity. So that's what many of you are doing. Many of you are on social media. You have your own business. You speak, you teach, you write, you dance, you sing, you create something that people can hold and touch. Or you create something that gets into people's souls and it lives on for generations. Some of you have that power, have those gifts, and now those are being realized because of a conflict, because of clarity, and because of a decision that you made. Yo, it's a big deal. So some of you are going to be traveling. You're going to get paid for that. You're going to get paid to speak. You're going to get paid to teach. You know, people are willing to compensate you for your time. So if this isn't cash flow, this is some sort of barter system. There's some sort of give and take here, y'all. Oh my goodness, 24 minutes on here. I did not mean for this to be this long, but look, when the messages flow, I really like to just get them out. Some of you are creating the life you want for yourself. Man, how long have we been saying that on a divine message for the collective? Like, so many of you are creators, master manifestors, and you don't realize it. But some of you are awakening to the fact like, yo, I think I just created that. Yeah, you did. You did. That doesn't mean whoever you believe in didn't help you. That doesn't mean God didn't help you. That doesn't mean Jesus. That doesn't mean Mother Mary. That doesn't mean Asar didn't help you. Look, whatever you believe in, the Orishas, I don't care what you believe in. I respect all ideologies and beliefs. All I'm saying is that you have assistance, but you were able to create it because of your perseverance, because of your will, because if you tap it into that divinity inside of you. And that's a big deal. So I need you guys to give yourself a pat on the back. If you want to thank Jesus, look, thank Jesus, but you better thank yourself too. And I'm just saying, look, don't debate me. I don't want no problems, y'all. Don't fight me. I said what I said. All right. So yeah, y'all, that is the divine message for the collective for Tuesday. I will see you guys tomorrow. You guys already know, Monday through Friday, and Friday we give you your weekend edition on the divine message for the collective. Schedule a private session with me. Many of you guys know I have $10 reading specials for the ages 18 to 22. That was inspired by so many young people contacting me. Oh my goodness. I promise most of my clientele are in their early 20s to mid 30s. Like, look, man, I was just talking about somebody else. Like, these generations from that age group, we're nothing to play with. We're nothing to play with. I hope you guys are researching your north nodes, your midheavens, your oh, I just lost it. Your Pluto. Excuse me. Your Pluto, your Saturn, your Neptune. I hope you're studying those. I encourage you to, okay? Because these the messages, these traits that are found in those placements, they're coming to the forefront right now. It's your soul's purpose. Many of you are being called for your soul's purpose, and this is why you're into stuff like this. And you don't know why. And you're losing relationships, you're losing friendships, you're losing family members. Everything is changing in your life because you're being called. You're being activated. Now it's time. Oh, you're an ascended master returned. Now at 28, it's time for you to rise up. Now at 33, it's time for you to do some big things. Let's go. All right. So many of you are realizing this. I was gonna say something else. It'll come back. Yeah. Yep. Some of y'all are big deals out here. You're supposed to be the front line of change. Usually those age ranges. So it's crazy. We talked about it for the past 2 weeks. Like in my personal life with people and people I haven't seen in years. We ended up talking about this. It's like from 83, I think Spiritual Earth Being, we might have chatted about it. Sorry to tell you business, but we might have chatted about it too. From like somewhere like 83 or the 80s to, see, I wanted to include somebody, but maybe I won't. So from like the early 20s to, what is it, 85 to 95? Thank you. I thought it was 83. What am I thinking of 83? And that might be Pluto. That might be if your Pluto's in Sagittarius. Or Libra. If I get it, you guys, if I have time to get it, I'll leave that in the description box, all right? But yeah, we are literally at the front line of change. We were around with dial-up phones that were on the block and around during cell phones. We were around during pagers and beepers, son. Like, we remember that. We remember AOL dial-up. We remember that. We remember MySpace and Black Planet. All right? We remember Doug. Okay? What else, you guys? Cat Dog. Real Monsters, the Rugrats. We were there doing all of that. Bleeps and Nextels, Nokia phones. Look, flip phones. We was around doing all of that. The phones that look like freaking walkie-talkies, they were so big. That's our generation. We've seen both sides. So we are literally so powerful and so influential for how this whole world is going. I need you guys to understand that because we've seen it all. We've seen it all. And it's up to us. This age range is really up to us to help the young people because the generations after this, look, they got mumble rappers, my nigga. Like, come on. Hey, Elston. Oh, I'm glad to have you. They have mumble rappers out here in these streets, but they also have Nipsey Hussle. So you gotta take the good and leave everything else. Okay? They got this crappy ass music. We had TLC and Mary J. What? What? Come on. Nothing compares. Nothing compares to 90s R&B and hip hop. All right, I don't care. I was born in 85. Yeah, I can't deal with them either, spiritual earth being. I don't know what's wrong with them. I don't know what's wrong with them. Like, it's like, what happened? But really, it's up to us, you guys, to shape this world, to help the youth, help the old people too, because we know what's up. We know the truth of things. Okay, so yeah, y'all. I could be on here all day with you guys. I swear I could. But anyway, so after this, you guys, I will be recording the water and earth sign romance forecast April 1st to the 15th. I know I had to stop yesterday in recording, so I couldn't continue that, but I will do it after this. You guys know, just give me like 30 minutes or so, 30 minutes to an hour, just to meditate, get my things right. I have some emails to respond to, and then I'll hop back on here and I'll rock with y'all, okay? So that is your divine message for the collective. Let me get out of here. All right, it's been 30 minutes. Jeez, you guys just let me talk and talk and talk. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a fabulous day. Contact me if you need me. Give me thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when I'm going live. Click on the little paragraph at the bottom of the screen so you can see the live chat if you're playing this back. And I love y'all. See you tomorrow. Mwah. Peace and love.